How you doing? Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to talk about a question that I got, it's a statement that I got really, which was, I fell off the wagon, what do I do? One of the first things I'll tell you about this is stop using that term, or think twice about using the term fell off the wagon, because I think you're much better off using plain language for yourself. Falling off the wagon is sort of a euphemism. I think it goes back to the early days of the earliest reckoning of this, when they used to say it was falling off the water wagon. So they'd say that you were better off being on the water wagon. If you were on the water wagon, you weren't drinking alcohol. And it's going back to well before AA, I suppose, back to the earlier, I can't remember what they were called now, but anyway, the people who were the teetotalers. And I'm saying to you, don't use these types of words, because they're a sort of way of sweeping under the carpet the reality of things. It's like saying to yourself, I'm in this recovery, or sort of in the same, not in the same boat, but it's a similar language. You're much better off to say to yourself things like, I had a drink, I had a slip, I drank alcohol when I said to myself that I wasn't going to be doing it, and now I'm going to live up to the consequences. I understand that I did it. I really need to understand why I did it, and make sure that I understand why I did it, and understand how I'm going to stop that from happening again. You see the difference? If you're saying, oh, I fell off the wagon and I'm going to get back up, what does that mean? You know, there's no real question in it. There's no real, it's sort of living outside of reality, and you're much better off having this very personal honesty with yourself, right? I think that's the key. Tell it as it is, like it is. You know, don't pull any punches, especially with yourself. I mean, you don't have to go around saying this to anyone else, right? I'm not talking about saying it to me. Mostly saying this to yourself. You know, hold yourself accountable more than anything else. There's a lot of barriers that you can put up for yourself, for your own progress, your own success in this venture, in this adventure that we're all on. This is a great journey, and most of the time people can't get through it because they're tying all these big elastic bands around themselves and they can't get away. You know, they're tying themselves up in straitjackets. They're putting prisons around themselves by the language that they use, by the way that they think about things. So it's essential to examine a lot of the terminology that you're using for yourself, a lot of the ways that you're using to think about yourself, to hide away from or shy away from really digging into the reality of it and the honesty of it. And I'm not saying this in any moralistic way from an honesty perspective. I'm saying it from a very practical way, that the more you can get in with reality, your own reality, and understand that, the more you can decipher the truth of your own situation and what's happened, the easier it's going to be for you, and the easier it will be for you to make progress. Does that make sense? I hope so. If you want some help from us, as normal, I'll give you our address, which is www.habitsv2.com. It's a platform that we've got a year's videos there, right? Step-by-step videos, and you can take them month at a time. There's no you don't have to go past a month if you don't want to, but it's a monthly thing, and we take you through preparation, transition. We go through all this coping with alcohol, and eventually we come out the other side and try and teach you as much as possible, or try and guide you as much as possible into learning what to do next, right? How to sort of turn yourself around and face forwards, and go into that life eyes wide open, right? That you know what's going to come and you've no intention of going back. That's the aim. And we've got a lot of stuff to help you to do that, a lot of interactions with myself and the other people that are there. So it's a great program. I really love it. I love that we made it. We're adding stuff to it all the time. So take good care of yourself, and I'll speak to you again in the next video. Onwards and upwards. Bye now.